Hey everyone, it's Stephanie with Bottom of the Bin, and today we're making some floral greeting cards, my absolute favorite. We're going to be making these for my Patreons, which is a great way to help support me. You get a card sent to you every single month. The link will be in the description of this video. And also, we're making a card for the 80-year-old lady from our Unbinning series. I promised to send her a card every month to keep in touch, and so we'll be adding that to our list of cards to make today. So there's going to be 4 total, and I want to use these really pretty garden charm papers that actually were in my shop. I must have taken that at some point, and I'm super excited to use some of these butterfly papers and floral papers. They look so freaking cute. I'm very, very happy. I grabbed some inks that I thought would match well, and ooh, look how cute that is. And some stamps from Martha Stewart. These say friendship and best wishes. I think we'll take the friendship. One of these, probably this little bar here, and then some of the flowers to make our own sentiments. And I'm excited because I have my very first Misty stamping platform. I've been using the Tim Holtz one, the We Are Memory Keepers, I think. I don't know, a different one, and then like some off-brand one that I had. None of them have been like really great. So I'm hoping that this will live up to its name. Let's start off by picking some paper. So I know I wanted to use these blue butterflies. I think these are absolutely gorgeous. And ooh, I kind of like the stripes. I don't know if they really go because it doesn't have much green in it. But there was some pretty pink flowers I liked as well. Ooh, wait, this is pretty too. This one has a bunch of different colors. Oh my gosh, the bees. Wait, the bees. Oh, that is super cute as well. It's going to be kind of hard to decide. I do really like this. I don't know if it's too busy and has too much going on. Oh my gosh, wait, these bees are cute too. Hold on. I think I'm going to go. Okay, normally I would go for all the pinks, but let's try these two. And then maybe I could use the stripey one with the bumblebees. Where did that green one go? It was, okay. Ooh, okay, wait, that actually looks really nice together. It picks up like in the lighter green in here. So that will be our background. And then we just need one for the blue butterflies now. I wonder if the bumblebees with the metallics would be too much. Where did that go now? Ooh, that might not be a bad match. It's a little too much, Too much print on print. Oh, wait, this one might actually work better because it has that dark blue I wanted to use. And then maybe we can use it with the pink stripe so that they kind of match. Let's grab that one instead. And I know there was a pink stripey here at the beginning. There we go. All right, I think that will be perfect. So we should be able to get 2 cards out of each one. Really 3, but we'll save some of the extras for another time. Now I have a very specific way that I cut my 12 by 12 sheets for my 5 by 7 cards. So first I cut them 10 by 7. That way I can get a couple of backgrounds out of here. So then we're gonna cut these to 5 by 7. There's 2, and then this will be a third one. This one is going to be horizontal, or I guess, I did it kind of wrong. I kind of wanted 2 vertical ones, but we'll work with this. And then we're left with a 12 by 2 strip that I end up cutting in half. So I have 2 6 by 2s, and these make great double-sided bookmarks. So I tend to save those. And then this just is the perfect little size for a thank you note for eBay or Etsy or whatever else I want to send a little thank you note for. And we'll do the same thing with the green one, but this time I want to make sure I get those stripes facing the right way. So I think I want them facing this way because this is the 10 by 7. So when it, yeah, okay. I think I'm doing it right this time. I probably did it wrong again, but we'll deal with whatever we get. Okay, I did do it right. Now they are vertical, and the off piece is going to be horizontal. And then we have our scraps that we will save for later. Now the front of the card is going to be a little bit smaller. I usually still cut it the same way and then trim it up afterwards. It just kind of keeps me on the right track and keeps everything kind of consistent. I know it's adding an extra cut, but I really don't mind it because I get to make it exactly where I want it. We're going to do the same thing with this one. These little bumblebees are so cute. I absolutely adore them. I know I have some bee stamps somewhere. I don't know exactly where they are though. I actually need to make a video. Oh, I cut this wrong. I wasn't paying attention. I swear I can't talk and craft at the same time sometimes. Okay, so this was supposed to be 10. This was supposed to be 7. So we're only gonna end up getting 2 cards out of this one. And they're going to be horizontal because I wasn't paying attention. But you know what? That's okay. Sometimes horizontal cards are just as fun. And we've got some random scraps now because I, again, wasn't paying attention when I was cutting. But we're going to make it work. But what I was going to say is I still need to do an organizing video where I go through all my stamps and dies and use my new organizing cart. It has 20 drawers and just separate everything by theme. That way, if I want something, it's going to be super easily accessible. I don't know why I put my trimmer away. I still need it. So since these are going to be the fronts, instead of having them be 5 by 7, I make them just a bit smaller. I don't know exactly where this measurement lies on my trimmer, but I use just the edge as a border. And then this part I do about 4 3/4, I believe. So that way, when we take this and put it on top of our background, we have just a tiny little border on all sides. So I can already see that's probably a little bit too thin. So I'm gonna just cut this a tad bit more on each side. Do a little strip here. I just eyeball a lot of this. I know I could probably be a bit more exact with my measurements, but I tend to be a perfectionist, and so I have to let loose like just a little bit so I don't drive myself crazy. So I think, yeah, see that orientation kind of looks better like this. And let's see. So this one, oh, see, the mistake worked out because these were also cut the wrong way. Let's go ahead and trim this. We'll go a little bit shorter on this because we know the last time it wasn't quite where I wanted it. So that should be perfect right there. So there's 2 cards and then we need 2 more. So we're gonna cut the blue ones the same way, just a little bit off of each side. I think it's about 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit more. So this will now go with the pink. Not sure which way I like better. Probably like this, but let's cut the rest and then we'll find out for sure. Okay, so if I end up making all 4 horizontal, let me see, 2 of them, or maybe we'll do 2 horizontal and 2 vertical. Let's see. That's actually pretty cute that way. Yeah, I think I definitely prefer it this way. And then, so we'll use this one and do the exact same thing here. And then we can save this one for another card for another time. The next thing I want to do is figure out my sentiment. So I want to find a solid color that I can use to stamp onto that's light enough that it'll show through. So we actually have kind of 2 options here. We could go with maybe like for this one, we could go maybe with like a light pink sentiment background and then do black ink. Or we could do white and then do the pink ink to match. But there's not a whole lot of white within this pattern here itself, so I think we might be better off with the darker colors. So let me see if I could find some pink that would be perfect for this, and then I'll see if I could find some green or even a light blue that would be perfect for the bees. Be perfect for the bees, haha. Okay, I'll look for this. I'll be right back. Okay, I can't believe how perfectly this worked out. I went through my stash of pink, which you can kind of see right there, and I couldn't find the exact color, but I remember during one of our unbinnings from the 80-Year-Old Ladies craft supply collection, there was some bubblegum pink colored cardstock, and believe it or not, that is a perfect match. And then there was a blue one in there as well. There was a turquoise one, but I feel like this blue is almost perfect. It's kind of a muted blue and it goes very well with the butterfly wings. So couldn't have worked out more perfectly. So we have our cardstock. And I've been wanting to use some of the elements from her collection to make her card. So this is perfect because now it'll be on all 4 cards that I make for my patrons and for her as a gift, just to tell her that we're thinking of her. So that means I'm going to actually want to use black ink. So let me grab some black ink instead. All right, got the good old Ranger archival ink. That will be perfect. So now let's go ahead and start cutting out our sentiment backings. In fact, we might be able to do a little mixing and matching. Oh wait, this has a couple colors in here. Oh, I thought they were all one color. Wait, that's even more perfect that we just had a tiny bit there. So these are samples. Oh, that's a shame that's stuck on there, but we can still use the back. That's fine. So what I was thinking is, no, you know what? I was going to put a border around this, maybe use one of these extra stripy ones, but I think that's just too much. I think that the pink by itself will stick out really nicely. So where I would normally put a border behind the sentiment background, I think it's going to be okay on its own, but we'll take a look at it once it's all stamped and decide then. Now that I know there's other colors in here, I wonder if there's one that matches the bees better. Maybe that greenish color. Maybe. I still think, wow, now I don't know. Oh gosh. Now there's too many choices. Let me pull this one out and we'll take a better look. Ooh, this kind of goldish yellow color might work as well. Decisions, decisions. All right, so we know we're gonna have the stripy background, so let's see. That I think is a little just off a bit. This is a really good match. Honestly, they're both really good matches. It's gonna be hard to choose. Let me just kind of look from afar. Oh man, I don't know. I like the names though, Boho Blue and Lost Lagoon. I mean, my instinct was the boho blue, and it does match the wings just a tiny bit better, so let's go with that one. We'll save this for something else. All right, so let's get these stamps unwrapped. Very, very cute. And I'm pretty sure I want to use this bar and the word friendship, and then possibly use one of these little corner flower pieces, maybe 2 of them. That should be perfect. And I finally get to use my new Misty platform. Sorry about the glare. We have overhead lights here, so there's not much I could do about that. So I know I'm gonna wanna cut this in half. Let's do that first so we don't mess up. All right, it's about 5 1/2, so I think 2 3/4 is halfway through. I'm so bad with math. That doesn't look right. Maybe just 2 1/2. Yeah, okay, it was 2 1/2. I measured wrong. Oh no, wait, is that 2 1/2? I don't know. Ignore my math. My math doesn't make sense. Girl math, right? Okay, so let's kind of position this here. I'm going to do the friendship afterwards. So let's position this first. We're gonna wanna go in the center so then we could cut equal sides off, or equal amounts off the side if we decide it's too big. And then even if this is just off a bit, I think that will be nice. Actually, I think we can get it all on there. It won't be perfectly in the middle though. Okay, reconfigured it a bit. I think that should be perfect. Let me also move this paper out of the way so that we have a completely flat surface underneath. We're just gonna push down on here to pick up the stamps and then flip it back over, and we're gonna ink directly onto the cover here. Making sure not to get ink all over everything, which I tend to do with all of my stamping platforms. Maybe it's the way they're built, maybe it's the way I do it, but I'm always messing up. So you can already see right here, I got little pieces of ink. So the great thing about this is if you mess up, the position doesn't move. Oh, wait. Don't talk too soon. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that gonna be in the way? Let me put that there. Just a tiny little piece of metal to hold it down, or a magnet. But yeah, it should point it or put it back in the exact same spot. So if we didn't have enough ink on there, we could re-ink perfectly. It's also good for layering stamp colors, which is why a stamping platform is so much more useful than just using a stamping block. Wow, that actually came out really nice though. Look how cute. And then we can just peel off both of these, or actually, oh, they were in the perfect position. I should make the second sentiment first. We're gonna need 2. I don't even know exactly where that was, but okay, I placed that back, I think, in the right position. I couldn't really check because then I was gonna get ink all over like the pink cardstock, but this should be just right. And you know what? If it's not perfect, that is okay. It is a handmade card. It is made with love, and there will be some imperfections. So let's see how that works right there. I forgot my magnet, but it should be fine. Last time it stamped pretty perfectly. I gotta say, I really like the Misty compared to some of the others that I've used. All right, perfect. So now we'll do the friendship part. So let me remove these. I almost lost it. Okay, we'll put our little magnet back right there and we'll lay this exactly where we want it. It's a perfect fit, but I knew it would be because it's obviously from the same set. So let's go ahead and lift that up, get our ink on there. Oh man, I dirtied my platform. Hold on. I use these baby wipes for pretty much everything when crafting. They are so helpful and so handy. It's probably inevitable that this is going to get pretty dirty though over time with usage, especially when I'm using like this archival ink, because it definitely stays on pretty well. Okay, let's see how that works out. Oh, perfect. All right, let me get the other one in here. Look how cute that came out. Oh no. Oh, I messed this one up. Oh, I should have checked before I pushed down. Hopefully this is the one that didn't have the sticker on the other side. Oh, thank gosh. Thank gosh. Okay, let's go ahead and flip this one around and redo it. This is why it's important to remember exactly where you had it. See, this one has the sticker on the other side, so I'm glad it wasn't that one. All right, so I'm lining it up at 5. I'll try to remember that if we do this again, which we will for the other 2 cards. I'm gonna clean these off so there's no residue so I can, again, just line them up exactly where I want them. All right, let's pick them up and add our ink, and I think this will be better. I'll actually go ahead and do the blue ones too, since I know they're all gonna be the same. That way we don't have to keep repositioning these stamps. We can just keep moving the paper. And I should put my magnet down this time. All right, so I know that it is lined up at 5. Let's see how this turns out. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna do the blue ones real quick. Line it up at 5, put our magnet down and re-ink. Okay, that should be perfect right there. And the last one. Perfect. All right, those came out great. Now let's get the friendship on the other 3 that I haven't done yet. And 3. All right, great. Now we're gonna get them all lined up, get our tape runner, and just stick everything together. So I use the AdTech tape glue runner. It is my absolute favorite. It just makes everything so easy. It just puts on this double-sided tape. That way I can just not have to worry about glue drying or anything like that. The only negative is if you mess up, you can't peel it off to reposition it because it's pretty secure on there. But I'm usually not too bad about lining everything up. Perfect. And then we'll get the friendship. Oh, that looks so good together. That color, I'm glad we went with that color. That worked out perfectly. And I think it was a good call to not do a border. I really don't think it needs one. The paper is busy enough and the sentiment is subdued enough. Oops. Kind of hard to find the middle here because the pattern isn't perfectly on center. But yeah, I think that's just the perfect balance. A border would have been nice, but I think that works out pretty well. Sometimes just keeping it simple is the best option. Let's get our second B card ready to go. Okay, I ran out, but I have a ton of cartridges so that I could just refill whenever I need. One seems a little louder. Lining that up just right. And then where did my other blue one go? Here it is. I'm always losing everything. All right, we'll get this glued down as well. Perfect. And now let's move on to the pink. So these we decided to do vertical. Luckily they still fit. Although now that I'm looking at it, I honestly think the horizontal configuration is going to work better with these as well. The only thing is the stripes are going to be the other way because we only cut one this way. But I think that'll be okay. Maybe we'll do one on here and then the other one the other way. The butterflies do kind of go in all directions, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I think this way looks best though. lined up just right. Close enough. It's a little off, but we can't tell, right? And then, yeah, just one. One is going to have the stripes going the other way, but that's okay. Maybe that could be the one that we send our legacy crafter. That way hers is just a little bit different than the others. All right, and then let's get these sentiments down. This is the one we messed up on, but no one will ever know the difference. Cute. All right, let's do this one now. Perfect. Now I did cut my card backings, or what do you call this? Like the actual template before we got started. I usually just cut my own. So we'll go ahead and get these put on here as well. And they might be a tiny bit off. I usually put them on first and then do any trimming if I need to, but that seems to be fine right there. And for this, I always put it on the base, like the card base first. That way, if it is a little bit misaligned, the double stick tape doesn't end up on the actual piece of paper that's going to hang over. And then that way it won't mess up my scissors or my paper trimmer when I even it up. But this one hopefully should be just perfect. Another good tip is to kind of lay it flat and then use the spine right here as your guide so that everything matches up perfect. And actually, we might need to trim a tiny bit there. It's not too bad. You probably can't even tell on camera. I think that'll be okay to just leave it. But I do see a little bit here that needs trimmed off. So it's just a tiny bit here. Or maybe I might be able to just refold it. This is called a bone tool, and it's great for helping fold paper. And that might actually work fine. Okay, so that took care of that. Let's get the other three glued down as well. There's one, or I guess that would be two. There is card number 3 and card number 4. So now we have all 4 cards. These are very simple and easy to do. I will say the reason that I make these so simple and so flat is because I do mail them out, but I personally like to make 3D cards that are, again, meant to be handed to someone or included in a package with something else. So to keep shipping costs low, we do this, but I will definitely make some more videos with some of the more embellished 3D paper flower, shiny elements, pearl dots, rhinestones, all that fun stuff. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. And thank you to my patrons, and thank you to our, we'll call her the legacy crafter so I don't name her. Thank you to our legacy crafter. Make sure you guys check out those unbinning videos as well. Lots of fun. And it's where we'll be getting some of our supplies from to make her card that we'll send her each month. I'll fill these out off camera, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.